You know that feeling when you walk into a beautifully designed minimalist conference room?
Oh yeah, the sleek mahogany table, maybe one very expensive succulent in the corner.
Exactly. But then you look closer and there's just a hideous nest of dongles and cables taped to the floor.
Right, the classic invisible infrastructure problem.
Yeah? So for today's deep dive, we're looking at a piece of hardware that actually fixes that specific friction point. We've got the spec sheet from HDTV Supply for the Zenty ZT-201,
Which really just looks like a standard wall plate on the surface.
but it's doing some serious heavy lifting. The mission today is unpacking how this one little kit bridges the gap between your sleek laptop and a projector, say, 50 feet away.
Because physics usually ruins that, right? I mean, trying to run a standard HDMI cable 50 feet is just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
sparkles, dropouts, or just a black screen. It hits a digital cliff after what, maybe 20 feet?
At best. But the ZT-201 isn't using standard HDMI logic.
Mm.
It uses HDBaseT technology. So think of it like a tunnel. It takes that massive bandwidth-hungry video signal and shoves it over standard Ethernet.
Like a Cat 6 or a Cat 7 cable.
Exactly. You get a cheap, flexible cable hidden in the wall, but it's carrying a premium signal.
And looking at these specs, the distance is significant. It's pushing 4K video at 60 hertz up to 131 feet. That's about 40 meters.
With 4.4.4 chroma sampling, which is a vital detail.
Right, so for the non-engineers listening, that essentially means no compressed color data.
Right, you aren't getting that washed-out webcam look. It's crisp text and accurate color.
Which matters when you're projecting a spreadsheet with tiny red text.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you drop down to 1080p, you can push that signal out to 230 feet.
That covers almost any standard lecture hall. And it maintains HDCP 2.2 compliance the whole way, so your copyright handshakes don't fail mid-presentation.
What really caught my eye, though, wasn't just the video. It's a 2x1 switcher.
Yes, the Emperor options.
You have your standard HDMI port, sure, but you also have a USB-C input.
That's the nod to the modern workflow.
Yeah.
Most new laptops, tablets, phones, they've ditched HDMI entirely.
We live in a USB-C world.
No more dongle sale.
Yeah. You just walk in, plug one USB-C cable from the wall directly into your laptop, and you're live. Wait, it's bidirectional, right? The wall is sending power back to you.
Up to 60 watts of charging, so you don't even need to unpack your charger. It acts as a hub.
Wow.
Plus, it supports KVM, keyboard, video, mouse.
So if there's a dedicated PC tucked away in a server closet somewhere, I can plug my mouse into the wall plate and control that hidden computer.
Precisely, like it's sitting right in front of you. Turns a passive plug into an active control point.
But hang on, if this thing is pushing 60 watts to my laptop and running 4K video, it needs power itself.
It does.
Does my installer have to wire an ugly power outlet right next to it? Because that ruins the clean look immediately.
Nope. That's the installer relief feature. It uses power over Ethernet, or PoE. The wall plate has no power supply. It just draws all the juice it needs remotely from the receiver unit on the other end of that Cat 6 cable.
So all the mess stays hidden in the rack.
Exactly. The wall stays clean, it fits a standard US 1-gang Decora opening, and they even include interchangeable black and white faceplates.
So it disappears into the room design. It seems like the ZT-201 basically takes the pro-level reliability of HDBaseT and wraps it in consumer simplicity.
It hides the complex tech in the wall so you can actually focus on your content.
It does make you wonder about the trajectory here, though.
How so?
Well, we're putting so much power and connectivity into the walls. As USB-C becomes the universal language for power, data, and video,
Right.
are we inching toward a future where the wall plate itself becomes the computer, or are we always going to have to physically bring our own portable brains to connect to the big screen?
That's a blurred line. But for now, at least we don't need the dongles.
Small victories. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the hidden infrastructure of our digital lives.